that magic is everywhere, be it the smallest of things to the largest of things. Just like that, it just jumps, make a hole right through the banknote, just like that. And you tear it in half, openly tear it in half, and you tear it one more time, just like that. Just like that, the coin now passes right through the paper. Hello everyone, magic is all around us. I believe that magic is everywhere, be it the smallest of things to the largest of things. As a magician, I should be able to perform with anything that I can find around. I should be able to see magic in everything that is around. So that if someone were to meet me and say that, Kunal, you're a magician, show us something, there should not be a moment where I should say that I'm not carrying my playing cards with me, I don't have these special coins with me, I don't have this with me, I don't have that with me. I, as a magician, should be able to perform with anything, any objects, anywhere. So as a magician, you should remember this as well. You should be able to perform with anything that you can find around, be it a pencil, be it a coin, be it without any objects. You are a magician. You have the power. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate some amazing effects that you can do with regular objects that you can find anywhere at home, and I'm going to teach you all those as well. So without any further ado, let's start this video. So the very first effect I'm going to show you is something that I learned when I was a kid. It is really interesting. It looks really amazing. Okay, so this is how it looks like. You have two toothpicks. You can have this checked by the audience. They can check it out. They can do anything with it. Okay, and after they are done examining it, you take it and you rub it on your sleeve. Okay, create some static electricity, and the moment you touch the other toothpick, just see what happens. It jumps. Just like that. Just like that. One more time. I hope you can see this. Just like that. It just jumps and throws it out. And that was the jumping toothpicks. You can also do this with matchsticks. Okay? So let's learn this. So this is how it works. You can do this with any toothpicks, or you can even use matches for this. Now this is the secret. You have to hold the toothpick in your left hand in a very specific way. So you pinch the toothpick between your thumb and index finger, just like this. Okay, the longer side should be towards your fingers and the shorter side should be over here. Okay, now this is how you hold it, just at the tip. Now this finger is very important. The second finger's nail touches the toothpick, and it should be right towards the bottom of your nail, just like that. Okay, now this is a very important position. Just remember this. Take a toothpick, take a matchstick, and just try to get this position. One more time. Fingertips holds the toothpick just like that, and your middle finger nail goes over here so that the bottom of the nail is in touch with the toothpick. Now the other toothpick, you pretend rubbing over here and say that you are just generating static electricity. And now this is how you hold this. You just hold it very lightly. You balance the toothpick on your hands. Okay, just like that. Okay, and you place it on top of the other one. Now you must be thinking, how does it jump? It just jumps just like that. Just like that. Now the secret is over here. What you do is, you take the toothpick and push it against your middle finger. Push it tight, as tight as possible. And you slowly drag the toothpick from the bottom of your nail to the top, just like this. Just like this. I'm over exaggerating it, but you need to do it very slow. Slowly, you need to drag the toothpick to the top, just like that. Alternatively, what you can do is you can pull your middle finger downwards, just like that, very slowly. You should do it very slowly so that the ones who are watching do not see this movement. And the friction between your finger and the toothpick creates that jerking motion in the toothpick, which in turn makes the other toothpick jump just like this, okay. One more time, you slide the toothpick, this one, against your middle finger, and when you lay this down, watch what happens. The toothpick starts jumping. This is caused by the friction between the toothpick and your finger. When you're sliding it, it creates some jerking motion, 1, 2, 3, just like that, and each jerk in turn transfers that jerk to this toothpick, just like this. And if you do it right, you can even make it jump just like this. Okay, so that was the secret, and the only thing that you need to do is watch the video over one more time and practice along with it. It might take some time to get this thing right. Okay, once you have it right, you can perform this anytime, anywhere. So that was the jumping toothpick or the jumping matches. Now let's move ahead to the next. All right, so the next one looks something like this. You take a banknote just like this. You take a piece of paper, fold it in half. Now you take the banknote, place it in between the paper, fold it just like that. Okay. Now, mind it, do not repeat what I am doing until you know how it's done. Okay, you will soon know what I mean. You take a very sharp pencil, you slide it right in between the banknote just like this. Okay, just like this. Now you find the right spot with the pencil right over here, and slowly you make a hole right through the banknote just like that. Okay, now watch. The pencil indeed goes through the banknote and makes a hole in it just like that, just like this. It goes inside the money, and what you can do is you can very slowly slide the pencil right out, making a big hole just like that. Okay, now there is indeed a hole in the paper and the money. Now what you do is you take some magical dust and just sprinkle over it. Now watch, this is the crazy part. You just open the paper and the banknote, and there is a hole over here. And what you can do is you can just rub on it, very slowly rub on the hole, and you can just slide it off, and just like that, the note is now unharmed on all the sides. There you go. That was the pencil through a banknote and also healing the banknote. So let's learn how this is done. All right, so this is how it is done. Watch each and every steps very carefully, because there might be a risk where you can actually make a hole in between the banknote. What you do is you need to make a small preparation on the banknote. So this is how it looks like. So this is the secret. Okay, so you make a small V right in the side of the banknote. So how you do that is you take the banknote, fold it in half very clearly, just like that, make a very sharp crease. Then what you do is you take the banknote and you fold it just like this. Okay, you fold it just like this, just near the center, just like that. And you take the other half and you fold it back, and what you have now, let me just do it on the other side so that it's clear for you. Okay, so what you do is you take the banknote, you make fold it just like that, right in the center. You take it and make another fold right over here, just like that. Just push the fold right over here. Okay, and there you go. That is the fold that I'm talking about. Okay, so make a sharp crease. So what happens is you make a small gap right over here. All right, so this is the gap that creates an illusion that you are actually putting the pencil right through the center. So this is what the audiences see. This is what audiences see, just like that. Okay, and this part is hidden from the audience. Now, once this preparation is done, what you do is you need to remember that you need to make very sharp creases, so that you can easily, while you're folding, easily that fold, you can fold it like that. Okay, now you open it up, just straighten out the bill just like that, so that when you quickly flash it to the audience, they do not see the creases. Now you show them the note, put it aside, take a piece of paper, fold it, make a sharp crease just like that. Now this is the move. You take the money, place it face up just like that. Now watch what happens when you fold it. Just like that. Watch what happens when you fold it. It automatically creates the fold, because since you had made very sharp creases, it remembers the fold that you have made in the bill. When you fold it, the bill automatically folds. But this is done hidden from the audience, just like that. You take the paper, you take the money, put it over here, and you just fold it just like that. It just looks as if you're just folding the paper and the money together. But behind the scenes, what's happening is, this is what's happening. You're just folding it just like that. Now you can see the fold is right over here. Okay, that's right over there. Now you hold it like this. You can show that the bill is indeed folded. Now you take a pencil. Now this is how you slide the pencil inside. You take it, you slide it in between the bill, right at the side, not at the center, because you might miss the fold. Right at the side, and you slowly slide it inside the fold, just like that. Okay, so this is the exposed view. You're sliding the pencil right beside the fold, but from the front it looks as if you're just sliding the pencil right between the note. And the best part of this is you can even pull this down and show that the pencil is indeed in between the bills. Okay, now this is the most interesting part. The interesting part is when you push the pencil right through the center of the note. Now you can even show them this beautiful view. The pencil is passing through the money and the paper, and you can even fold this down and show them that the pencil is indeed in between the money. And just like that, you can just pull it straight down just like that and say that there is a big hole in the money. Now this is how you do the cleanup. Now you say that there's a big hole in the money, and you just open the paper and the money together. It's opening the fold just like that. This is the exposed view. You just open it just like that. Okay, do this, and you pinch in between the money, okay, where the hole is supposed to be. Now what you can do is you can slide the paper out and just show that there is a big hole in the paper, and you keep this just like that, and you slowly act as if you're healing the note, and just like that. And while doing this, you're even straightening out the creases, removing the evidence that you ever folded the note. And just like that, as if you're healing the note, just do this, and you can show them that the note is now completely healed on all the sides. Yeah, just like that. There you go. That was the, what do you call this? What do you like to call this? Puncture through the note and healing it back, or something like that, or poking a hole in the note and healing it back. So that was one of the things that you can do impromptu without any preparation. Take a low value note, okay, so that you can practice. Even if you make a hole in it, you do not have much losses. But I would suggest you to look at the video and understand each and every steps and practice it. Practice making the fold, practice folding the paper and the money together, and putting the pencil inside correctly, and then opening the paper. There you go. That was it. I hope you liked it. Now over to the next. So the next one is something that you can perform at a restaurant or at a party, where you can find tissue paper just like this. You take a tissue paper of roughly this size, and you tear it in half. Openly tear it in half. Then you tear it one more time just like that, and you tear it a few more times just like that. And let me make one more tear, and just like that, and you just make a ball out of it, just like this, a very tight ball, very tight ball, just like this. Okay, so now what you do is you take a magic wand, just like that. You can use a spoon or anything you want, just tap just like that. Okay, now you saw me just now tear the tissue paper into bits, okay, into pieces, and just like this, just a touch of the magic wand, you can see the pieces slowly, it starts fusing. That's one piece, that's the second piece, and just like that, if I just slowly open it up, you can see all the pieces start fusing. There's one left over here, just like that, and there you go. And you can see the tissue paper that was torn into bits is now healed into a solid piece of tissue paper. There you go. And you can hand this to the audience. They can check it as much as they want. And there you go. That was the torn and healed tissue paper. Let's learn this. All right, so let's learn how it's done. Okay, so what you do is you take a tissue paper, okay, you open it up. Now there is a secret preparation that you need to do while the people are not watching, and it doesn't take much time. You just take a tissue paper, open it up, and just make a very tight ball. Okay, and you can do it under the table, and you can keep it hidden in your hand just like that. Okay, now what you do is you start the performance just like this. You take a tissue paper, open it up, and show it to the audience that it's a regular tissue paper. You can place it on your hand, and while you're placing it on your hand, what you're doing is you're secretly loading this extra tissue paper behind this paper just like this. Okay, so how you can do that is you can show them the paper, you can just put it on your hand, and you can just steal the ball of tissue paper behind the tissue paper. Okay, so this can be either in your right hand covered like this or in your left hand. Now that you know the setup, let's see how the switch is done. So what you do is the tissue paper is hidden in this hand. Both your hands should look the same. Otherwise, if your hand is open just like this and the other hand is closed, people might doubt there's something at the back of this. So both the hands closed, you tear the tissue paper just like that, still holding on to the secret tissue paper that you're holding, the extra tissue paper. Tear it just like that, put this on front of this, still holding this ball just like that. You take the tissue paper, tear it one more time, put it at the front, you're still holding this ball right over here. Okay, now you take the remaining tissue paper and tear them into bits, each time keeping them at the front. Now the situation is like this. You're holding a ball of tissue paper at the back of all the torn pieces of paper, and the audience sitting at the front, they do not know that you have an extra piece of paper. Now this is the switch. You take the entire thing, put it in your hand just like that. Okay, you start making a ball. Okay, sorry, you start making a ball, just folding it right in front of the tissue paper. Now then you can show this openly because it just looks like the torn tissue papers are clumped up together. Now you take the entire thing, put it in your hand, and you say that you're making a very small ball, and you switch the tissue paper. Okay, so this is how it looks like. So this is the torn pieces. Let me just check. Yeah, these are the torn pieces. So this is at the front, this is at the back. You take the entire thing, okay, put it in your hand, just as if you're making a very tight ball. You put it in your hand, you pick up the extra tissue paper that you were hiding and just pull it to the front just like that, and with your fingers you just hide the entire torn pieces just like that. Okay, so this is how it looks like. One more time from the front, you take the tissue paper, you say that you're making a very tight ball, and you can cleanly sew this. Okay, and you just put it in your hand just like that, and you say you're even making it tighter, and you switch the tissue paper, and the rest of the three fingers just hides the ball just like that. Okay, just like that. Now you just need to throw this off somewhere. So you need to have a reason to take your hand and put it in your pocket. So what you do is, before even performing, you put a spoon somewhere beside you, or you have a pen in your pocket, and what you do is you say that I just need a magic wand, and just reach inside your pocket, drop the tissue paper and bring out the magic wand. Otherwise, if you do not have a magic wand, what you can do is you can just say that just like this. Okay, so you have this just like that, and you say, I'm just going to add some magic dust right over here, and I just ditched the tissue paper in my pocket, just like this. And for the audience, this is a torn ball of tissue paper. And what you do is you just do this and a snap, and you say that the tissue paper fuses, the pieces fuses together. It's very important that you say that the pieces fuse together, so that you can say this at the end. Watch, just say the pieces now slowly starts fusing together, and you slowly open it, and now this is what you say. Okay, there's a piece left over here, this one. Okay, just slowly let me just fuse them together just like that, and it creates an illusion in their mind that you are fusing the paper right in front of them, just like that. And there's one piece just like that, and you slowly open the entire tissue paper and say that the torn papers are now fused together, and it becomes a solid piece of paper, and you can just hand it to the audience. They can check it as much as they want. There's nothing to hide over here. So there you go. That was the basic presentation of the torn and restored tissue paper. You can make your own presentation. Just practice before you perform. Practice the switching. I have one last thing to teach you, so let's move on to the next one. All right, so this is how it looks like. You borrow a coin from someone. In this case, I have a poker chip with me, and you tell the audience that you're going to make the coin vanish right in front of their eyes. Now focus your attention on this poker chip. Let's isolate this by covering it with a glass. Now there is no way I can reach inside and take the coin out, right? Let's even cover the glass with some pieces of paper just like this. Now the coin is safe under the glass, and the glass is safe under the tissue paper, and just like that, and a tap, just like that, the coin now vanishes. There you go. Okay, let's try this one more time. It takes some time. It takes a bit of time. Just a snap and a tap, and just like that, the coin is now gone. Watch. And just like that, the glass passes right through the table. Let's see where the coin is. It's right over there. It takes some time for the coin, and just like that, the coin now passes right through the table. So there you go. That was the vanishing coin, or the vanishing glass, or you'd like to say the glass through the table and then the coin through the table. Let's learn how it's done. All right, so let's learn this. Like I said, you need to borrow a coin, and you need to cover it with something small. This was a bit bigger one, so I had some difficulty performing with this. But you take a small item like a salt shaker or something like that, and you cover the coin with that. Now you take a bunch of tissue papers. I took 3 or 4 because of the color of the glass. You should know what I mean. You cover it like this, and make sure the entire thing is covered, and you tightly wrap it around so that the shape of the object that you're covering is kind of created on the tissue paper. Okay, this is what I mean. Now you say that you're going to vanish the coin just like that, and just like that, the coin is now gone. And when you tap it, do not make a sound. Okay, just slowly tap it and a snap. Now you have to show them that the coin is actually gone, right? So this is where you do the secret move. You take the entire thing behind the table, and you slowly loosen your grip so that the object falls onto your lap. Okay, now one more time. Make sure it doesn't fall to the ground. Okay, so you need to just lift up your legs a bit so that it's at an angle, so that it just rests on your lap. just a snap, and there you go. You do this just for a brief second, okay? You take it over here and slightly drop it, okay? Now you act surprised as if something didn't went right, and you say that we're going to try this one more time. You just place this. Now what you did is you slowly drop the glass onto your lap. Now this is what I meant. This tissue paper creates a kind of a shape of a glass which you can briefly keep on top, just like that. Now for the audience, they think the glass is right over there, okay? But instead the glass is over here, which they do not know about. Now you act the same thing one more time, snap and a brief tap, and there you go. And you immediately reach down and act as if the glass passes right through. Now for the coin, what you do is you say it takes some time for the coin to go through the table. You take the coin and you act as if you're putting the coin in this hand, but what you do is you just retain it over here in a finger palm, just like that, and you immediately go over here and you just tap just like that and say the coin has now passed through the table. So this is how it looks like. One more time, you just hold it and act as if you're throwing the coin over here, but you're just holding the coin and active as if you got the coin, and there you go, the coin passed right through the table. So there you go. You need to practice this a few more times so that you do not drop the object from your lap, which is why I suggest you to use a smaller object. I could not find anything smaller, so I had to use a glass, but you can use something like a salt shaker or something like that. So that was the glass through the table. Go ahead, practice it a few more times, and then you can perform it at any restaurant or at a party or at your dining table or anywhere you want. All right, so those were a few things that you can do with everyday objects that you can find at your home or at anywhere, at a party or a gathering. So just practice all these stuff so that you are prepared anytime and anywhere someone asks you to just show them a trick, show them a magic or something like that. So practice it, practice till you are perfect, and then you're good to go. So I hope you liked all the things that I taught you, and you can watch the video over and over again till you understand each and every step. So if you like this video, give this a thumbs up, share it with your friends, your brothers and sisters, your cousins or your family, so that they can learn something new from this as well, so that they are also the star of a party. Whenever there's a party at your house, they can also show something to their friends and family. So give this a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you want to learn in future, or what kind of videos you'd like to see in the future. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, click on the subscribe button that's somewhere over here. Click on the bell button that's beside it so that you do not miss any further updates from my channel or any videos from my channel. So that was it from my side for today. I'll see you again in the next. Bye-bye.